Okay. Now, what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to multiply this out. You're going to get 3x squared plus 6x plus 7. On the other side, you're going to get px squared plus 2p. Then you're going to get qx squared, and then minus 3qx. You're then going to compare, and a plus r at the end, you're right. And then you're going to compare sides. The 3x squared equals the px squared plus the qx squared. So in effect, the p plus q equals 3. Is that right? Because x squared is equal to x squared. Now you're going to underline the x's. We'll just strike them off because we already used them. 6x on the left hand side is equal to what? Minus on the right hand side. And what happens then? The x's cancel. And after the x's cancel, minus 3q equals 6 divided by minus 3. Q equals minus 2. Now, what we have here, guys, is q equals minus 2. It's great. We can put that q back up the top then, can't we? And what can we do with this equation here? What is q? P minus 2 equals 3. Bring the 2 out the other side. P equals 5. How many people got minus 2 and 5 last night for question 4? Just one person. Okay. And then finally, what happens at the end? 2p and r are equal to 7. 7 equals 2p plus r. What is p again? 2 times 5? 10 plus r equals 7. What's r on its own? R equals minus 3. Okay, we're good with that. 4 followed by 6. Okay, so question 6. Express this. Oh, this is a tough question, to be fair. Okay, here's what we're going to be doing a bit more of this soon. Okay, now when you get a question that looks like this, what you do is this is a bit random. It's a bit before its time, but we'll do it again. Right? What's going to happen is you halve the second number. Okay, you halve the number that comes in front of the x. So what's half of 10? 5. Okay, and then what you do is x plus 5 squared. Now just bear with me for a second. That's very random. Okay, it's not something that really makes sense. It's a technique I learned off about, I don't know, 13-14 years ago. Okay, so basically when I ask you to turn it into a square plus a number, what I do is I look at the number that comes in front of the x, and that's the number for a. Now what happens next is I've now changed this to x plus 5 squared, right? If I multiply out x plus 5 squared, what do I get? X plus 5 multiplied by. Now if I multiply it out, I get x squared plus 5x plus, which is technically plus 10x, isn't it? And then 5 by 5, 25. Now x squared plus 10x plus 25. That's not the same as this here, is it? Is it the same as x squared plus 10x plus 32? How much am I short by? 7. So if I put a plus 7 at the end, everything's cool, right? So if I put a plus 7 here and a plus 7 here, what this then means is that this part here is now the same as the part above it. Does that make sense? That when you square out x plus 5 squared, you'll get x squared plus 10x plus 25, and then when you add the extra 7 on, it'll get you 32. So that's that question there. To be fair, none of you would have been able to do that. Okay. What about part 2? Part 2 is the one I'd say you definitely get out. Just because you can't do part 1 doesn't mean you can't do part 2. What do you think about part 2? Anybody tell me? Part 2? Just multiply it out. Sorry, I'm skipping steps here. X plus k multiplied by x plus k, x squared plus kx plus another kx plus k squared. Everybody cool with that? Compare both sides. X squared equals x squared. Nothing to learn from that. Minus 6x is the same thing as what? 2kx. The x's cancel, don't they? What happens after that? 2k equals minus 6. Therefore, minus 3 is equal to k divided by 2. Finally, k squared equals t. T equals k squared. What is k again? So t therefore equals 9. Anybody get that one now? The second one, part 2? You didn't get part 1 though, right? So he managed to try part 2 without successfully doing part 1. That's good enthusiasm there, yeah. Yeah, you got it. Okay. Now 11 and 12 were, which one wasn't done? 11. Do you need 11 done? Alright. It's ax squared plus 2abx plus ab squared plus c equals 3 times. Square that out. What happens when you square it out? It's x minus 2 multiplied by x minus 2. When you multiply that out, you will get x squared minus 4x plus 4. That's what happens when you multiply that out. Okay? It'd be plus 5. After that, guys, 3x squared minus 12x plus 12 plus 5. 3x squared minus 12x plus 17 equals ax squared plus 2abx plus ab squared plus c. Finally, what's a? A equals 3 because ax squared equals 3x squared, x squareds cancel. 2ab equals what? 2ab ends up to be equal to minus 12. What's a again? A is 3. 2 times 3 times b is 6b. 6b equals minus 12. Where does the 6 go? So b equals minus 2. Finally, ab squared plus c equals 17. A is what, guys? 3. What's b squared? To be squared plus c equals 17. Put that into the calculator, it's 12. 12 plus c equals 17. C therefore equals 5. This one here. Rory, tell me how to start this one. Okay, and when you multiply it out, what you get? Yeah. APX squared. You're multiplying slightly different than me. It's okay. Start off with k now. Yeah. Minus kpx, yeah. Plus k. And that all equals? What does it equal? Now, does anybody notice there's no x squared on the right hand side? What does that mean? If there's no x squared, what does it mean? It's 0x squared plus bx plus c. I'm not doing anything, am I, by putting 0x squared there? It doesn't exist. Do you see the order I keep? x3, x2, x, c. Do you see the order? The order is important. Okay. Now, ax cubed is the same thing as ax cubed. Nothing to be learnt there. Okay. And then what happens after that then? We have any x squared. You see anything that has an x squared in it? Minus apx squared and kx squared, yeah. And what are they equal to? Equals 0x squared. What happens to the x squareds? The x squareds cancel. So what's left? K minus AP equals 0. Bring the AP over to your side. K equals AP. Okay. Have a feeling that might be a oh, it's not actually. Now, if we go to the end, CK and C, Yeah? They're the only numbers that haven't got a x in them, right? Therefore, k equals c. Therefore, c is AP. Done and done. K equals c, c equals AP. Now, last one. We're going for the x. What can you tell me about the x's, guys? What ones have x on the left-hand side? AX minus KPX, and then that equals BX. Cancel the x's. And what are we left with? A minus KB equals B. Now look at it really, really closely, guys. We want to turn it into this. Do you get it? We have a formula with B, we have a formula with A. Which letter that currently exists in the pink box is not present in the black box? Which one disappears? No, I'm not talking about I'm talking about the letter. K is the one that disappears, right? And what do we say K is the same as? Sorry? K is the same as? Yeah. So, K is the same thing as AP. So it's A minus APP. What's APP? AP squared. And then it almost looks like the answer we have. Okay, factorize out the A. A into equals B. Is that our answer? It's just the other way around. You can spin it around if you want to make it look a lot like what we want it to look like. B equals A bracket 1 minus P squared times equals B. Okay, is that alright? So question 20 is quite similar. I'll leave 20 for today. We'll move on to something like this. Now, what's going on this time? A rectangle is 3 meters longer than it is wide. So what does that mean about the rectangle? If it doesn't tell us the length, what do we call it? What do we call the width and the length? X is the width. Now you could say Y is the length. That's fair enough. It's a good way to start off. But what does it tell us about the length? There you go. It's 3 longer. 3 bigger or 3 longer is X plus 3. If I said 3 times bigger, it'd be 3x, okay? Now, write down the length of the rectangle in terms of x. Oh, it's x plus 3. Using the theorem of Pythagoras, an equation x squared plus px plus q equals 0 is found where pq is element z. What does pq element z mean? pq element z? It means p and q are numbers like minus 3, minus 4, 8 or 10. Whole numbers, positive or negative. We don't know yet. Find the value of p and value of q. He said he used the theorem of Pythagoras, didn't he? So theorem of Pythagoras relates to a diagonal and a right angle triangle, right? So using the theorem of Pythagoras, an equation is found where PQMC. Find it for P for Q. Oh, the diagonal is, see it there? Diagonal is 11. So Pythagoras' theorem is what, guys? Yeah, same thing. I just have it the opposite way around. The longest side squared equals the shorter side squared and added together. So what is that then, guys? 121 equals x squared. And then this one here, x plus 3 and x plus 3. Yep. Right. And 121 equals 2x squared, yeah, plus 6x plus 9. Now, see the way they want it to equal 0? I have to make it look a lot more like this. And see the way it doesn't equal 0 there? That means that the 121 should move over the other side. Alright? So the 121 should move over the other side. So we're going to do is 0 equals 2x squared plus 6x plus 9 minus 121. 0 equals 2x squared plus 6x. What's plus 9 minus 112? Alright? Now, sorry. If I reread the question, it says when you do Pythagoras' theorem, an equation was found. They didn't solve that equation. So it doesn't say the word solve. It doesn't say solve for x. So that means we don't have to solve this equation here. Because it's looking for p and q. If I solve this equation here, will I find p or q? I'll actually find x values, not p and q. So what I do is I bring down the other equation underneath it. X squared plus px plus q equals 0. Now, these two equations are actually the same thing. What's the problem with the top equation? We'll call it equation A. Yeah. Divide the top equation by 2, what happens? We get x squared plus 2x minus 56 equals 0. X squared is x squared, p is 3, q is minus 56. When I compare, I was told that this equation here represents the equation you should get when you do Pythagoras' theorem. When I did Pythagoras' theorem, I got 2x squared, and I realized, wait a minute, I meant to get an x squared. So I realized that all these numbers are divisible by 2. Because they're divisible by 2, I then turned it into x squared plus 3x minus 56 equals 0. It's all about balance, Josh. So an example would be if I had 2 plus 8 equals 10. Because all those numbers are divisible by 2, I can maintain the balance by dividing by 2. And I can get 1 plus 4 equals 5. So it's still the same equation. It's still the same. It's still balanced the same, but it looks different. Okay. Okay. What's this 24 now, is it? What time are we on here? Huh? 15 minutes, right. What do you think of this one, guys? Can anyone in the class tell me, why does x have to be bigger than 2? Why does x have to be bigger than 2? X minus 2 is the height. And if the height is x equals 3, what would that mean? Height is minus 1. Can height be negative? Can't be negative. Therefore, x has to be a bigger number than 2. That's all that means. If I was see the way it says x is bigger than 2. Okay, just let me finish. Okay, so, oh sorry, I get what you're saying. Ugh. Sorry, my bad. Complete my bad. Sorry guys, let's try this again. H equals x minus 2. If I pick a number that's smaller than 2, like x equals 1, yeah? It says that it can't be x equals 1, can it? Is x allowed to be the number 1? No. If it is the number 1, what happens? It's lower than 2, which means the height would be minus 1, and it's possible to have a height of minus 1. That's why that exists there. Good spot, Sean. Okay. Now, find the volume. What's the volume of a cube, of a rectangular solid? What's the formula? Or breadth is same as width, yeah? So it's x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 2 multiplied by 3x minus 1 is the volume. Everybody happy enough with that? Now, they say it looks like this. Does our formula look anything like that? Is there any way we can make it look more like it? Multiply it out. Now, if you're multiplying 2 by 3 by 4, yeah? You have a choice. You can do 3 by 4 first and get 12, then multiply the answer by 2 to get 24. You could do 2 by 3 to get 6, and then multiply the answer by 4 also to get 24. What I'm trying to get into your heads here is that you can choose any two of them to multiply first, and then whatever answer you get, multiply by the one you didn't use. Is that okay? So what we're going to do is this one times this one. X squared plus 2x minus 2x plus 4. Okay, tidy it up. X squared minus 4 bracket 3x minus 1. Multiply that out. 3x cubed minus 1x squared minus 12x plus 4. That's the volume. Yeah? The 2x's cancel. 2x plus 2x minus 2x. Oh, it's... Oh, sorry. That's meant to be a minus 4 there. There you go. Okay. Now guys, what happens next? We compare it to the formula they gave us. What is the formula they gave us? So P is 3, Q is, R is, minus 12, S is 4. Okay. How do you write that question? Well, what's the maths hard though? To multiplying the 3 brackets. So just figuring out how it actually started. Okay. It's really just identify a keyword. So in this question here, the keyword in the first one was volume. Volume of a rectangular solid. The keyword in this one is total surface area. What is total surface area? Total surface area. How many different sides are there to this rectangle here? Okay. So you see there is actually 6 sides. Okay. So we're going to get the area of the first side, A1. The area of the first side is x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 2. Would you agree with that? It's width times height, or length by width. Yeah? When you multiply that out, what you're going to get, I'm trusting you to be able to multiply these out quite quickly, you're just going to get x squared minus 4. Okay? That's the 2 green ones. A2 is the side one. What's the height and width of the side one? It's 3x minus 1 on the bottom and on the top. So I have to multiply x minus 2 by 3x minus 1. I'm going to get 3x squared. I'm going to get minus 5x plus 2 when I multiply that out. I'm trusting you can take care of that. And then finally, what about the blue one, which is the top and the bottom? What's the length and width of the top one? X plus 2 is the side edge. And then this edge here, 3x minus 1. So, x plus 2 by 3x minus 1. What would that get me? 3x squared minus 1x plus 6x minus 2. 3x squared plus 5x minus 2. Okay, now here's the question for you, okay? What is the total area of all of them? The whole thing, added together. It's 2 green areas, would you agree with that? 2 of the green areas. 2 of the red areas. Yeah. And then finally, 2 of the blue areas, top and bottom. So 2 times the red, 2 times the green, plus 2 times the blue will give me the full surface area. So area equals 2 times green plus 2 times red plus 2 times blue. And then what happens next? 2x squared minus 8 plus 6x squared minus 10x plus 4 plus 6x squared plus 10x minus 4. What cancels? Oh, they don't cancel. Excuse me. Two x squared plus 12x squared, 14x squared. Any x's? No, just x on its own. No. 14x squared minus 8. Now look at this, guys. Go to the top. They have it expressed as this. Ax squared plus bx plus c. So, a equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, see the minus a? Yeah? What happens if I put plus 0x in between the 14x squared and the minus a? Does it affect anything? No. So therefore a is 14, b is c minus 8. Okay, guys.